Hi, everyone. Welcome back. Last time we were together, we talked about how to find the missing add-ins in a story problem. Today, we are going to work on solving for missing add-ins in an equation. Our learning target today is I can solve for unknowns in an equation. Let's get started. My first problem is 5 plus something equals 9. So let's think about this problem. There are several different strategies that I could use to solve this problem. I know that I have 5 plus something. So I know that's a part, and that's my whole. So if I have 5 plus something is going to give me 9. So for this first one, I can use my counting on strategy to help me. If I have 5, I can count on until I get to 9. So let's think. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So what is my answer? 4. So 5 plus 4 equals 9. Let's try another one. Oh, for this one, something plus 8 equals 10. Something plus 8 equals 10. Well, I know that I put my two parts together to get my whole. So I know this is a part, and this is my whole. Well, since I'm using this model, I'm going to use a part-whole to help me solve. Actually, I'm going to use a number bond. How would I solve this problem? Where would my whole go? It would go right here in my spot. What's the part that you know? You know that there are 8. What you don't know is what you need to add to the 8 to get to the 10. So let's think about our strategy. I know I need 10, but I only have 8. So let's start at 8 and count on. 8, 9, 10. So how many do you have to add to the 8 to get to 10? That's right, 2. So 2 plus 8 equals 10. Let's look at number 3. This time I have a subtraction problem. 9 minus something equals 3. So if I have 9 and I minus something, it's going to equal 3. Well, I know in a subtraction problem, my whole is always first. And I can minus a part to get the other part. So guys, using your manipulatives or using your part-whole mat or your number bond, see if you can think about, if I have 9, how many will I subtract to end up with 3? Use a model, practice, and then we'll come back together. Press pause, solve it, and when you're ready, press play. Great job, guys. What model did you choose to use? Let's share out some thinking. If I have 9, I could draw 9 counters. And I'm going to minus something until I get to 3. So I know that I want to end up with these 3. So how many would I have to subtract to end up with these 3? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 9 minus 6 equals 3. Let's look at number 4. Something minus 4 equals 2. In a subtraction problem, I know my whole is always first. And I subtract a part to get to the other part. Well, I know how my addition and subtraction can work together to help me solve. Well, I know that if I had a part whole, do I know what my whole is? No. Do I know one of my parts? Yes. Do I know my other part? Yes. And I know my 2 parts go together to equal my whole. So I'm going to think 4 plus 2 equals my whole. Let's see. Let's count on to find out what my whole is. 4, 5, 6. So 4 plus 2 is 6. So 6 minus 4 equals 2. Great job, guys. Now we're going to try some other ones, and I want you ready. So when you have your materials ready, we're going to solve a couple more problems. Some of you have gotten to where you can solve some of these problems in your head. And if you can, that's wonderful. But if you still need some help with using a model or drawing something out, go ahead and do that. I'll give you a minute to get your materials ready. All right, guys, let's see if we can solve these missing add-in problems. Again, you can use your in your head, or you can draw something out to help you. I am going to be helping myself with some counters and using my number bond. Let's see how we do. Our first one is 2 plus something equals 7. So think about what your parts are. Your whole is your largest number, which is 7. And you know that you put your 2 parts together to get your whole. Pause the video and try to solve this problem. 2 plus something equals 7. How did you do? Let's see how to solve this problem. I'm going to draw out a number bond. My whole is 7. So I know that I had 7 because that's what I'm trying to get to. The part that I know is 2. So how could I solve that problem? You're right, I could count on. I have with me 7 cubes. I know that 2 is what I know. So I could show that with my 7 cubes. I could think about my subtraction. 7 minus 2 equals box. Because I take my whole minus a part to get my other part. So I'm going to use my addition and my subtraction to help me. If I knew I had 7, and I took 2 away, how many would I have left? Let's see. I had 7. I took 2 away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I can think addition as well. I want to get to 7. I've got 2. So I'm going to think 2 and count on until I get to 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 2 plus 5 equals 7. So if I had 2, I'm going to count on 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2 plus 5 equals 7. Another strategy that you may want to use is counting on with your thinking cap. So if I had 2 and I want to get to 7, I'm going to use my counting on strategy. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And what number do I get? 5. Those are just some of the models that you can use to solve for a missing part. Let's think about this one though. They have taken the equal sign that's normally over here and just moved it over. 0 equals. That doesn't change my thinking. I just know that I'm going to have 0 as my answer. So something minus 6 equals 0. So 6 minus something equals 0. Let's think about that. If I have 6, how many will I have to take away to get to 0? Try it out. See what you come up with. Press pause, and when you're ready, hit play. Great thinking. So I know I have 6. And I need to end up with 0. How many would I have to take away? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 minus 6 equals 0. How about this one? 7 equals something plus 1. So think backwards. If the equal sign is over here, 1 plus something equals 7. The equal sign is normally on this side, but it doesn't matter. It can go either way. So I know that I'm going to end up with 7. So that is going to be my whole because I'm adding. So my 2 parts are put together to make my whole. Using your materials, if you had 1, how many more would you need to get to 7? Take your time. When you're ready, you can hit play. Pause the video now. All right, guys, let's see how we did. If I have 1, how many will I need to count on to get to 7? Let's do it together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How many did I have to add on? You're right, there were 6. So boys and girls, when you are solving for missing add-ins, when you have a missing part or a missing whole, make sure that you draw out a model if you need help. Some ways that you can do that are using your part-part whole or a number bond. You can draw out counters. You can count on. You can even use your cubes. As we progress in first grade, we will get better at our fluency. And by then, you'll be doing all of this math in your head. But until then, if you need help, draw out a model to show your thinking. Great job, mathematicians. I'll see you next time.